Hello, everybody. How's it going? I gotta turn everybody up now. That music was so darn loud.
Oh my god.
Anyway, happy Saturday Night Live to everybody. How are you guys all doing tonight? Welcome to the Max Takeover, the General Takeover. So before we head into what everybody is up to, let's do a quick roll call.
All right, while he does that, I'm
who
gonna
showed
go
up at the very beginning. Looks like Triple D Innovations is here. Sloth Squatch, good to see you, sir. Retro Mike Crypto, Gaming with Smoky Dan, Argon Strider, Network Bits. Thank you, sir, for coming. Georgie, Oval Bore Tech, Mass Boost, Chuck Danger, our partner in crime when it comes to StarCraft. Steven Cicero, glad you were able to get your Koinly working today. And thank you for being a member. PowerMinds Crypto, Kirk Solar, Chuck, I already got that. Kyle Rogers, Leo Lustig, GPU Risers, thank you for being a member. Thanks, Mike. And I think I said Kirk Solar already. Taines, good to see you, sir. Geek of all trades, who, by the way, will have a stream tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time, so check that out. DJ Raid, thank you very much, 4J, for coming on over. Mike's a miner. Patrick Murphy, Sustainable Crypto, Alexander Fleener, Cherish, Eric Scherzinger, Slick Nick, DJ, are you coming to
yeah, he's gonna eat. He'll be right
stream?
over. Yeah, he said he's gonna eat.
We'd love to have you if you want to come on over. RC Integra guy, good to see you, sir, and thank you for being a member. Kyle Rosa, thank you for being a member. I think I said hi to you earlier, but I don't know if I said you were a member. Nick Roberts, Pete Duro, Allset Miner. There's a lot of people here tonight. Travelers Travels. Well, the boss says I can be done now. Anyway, wow, that's a lot of people here. So thank you very much. And thank you, Geek of All Trades, for gifting 5 memberships. And the lucky winners are Hilo Crypto, Automatic Beats, All Set Miner, Oval Bore Tech, and No Excuse. So congratulations, you guys. I do have a special members only chat over in the Misfit Mining Discord, so be sure to check that out and ask me any questions you may have. Alrighty, guys. So, Mr. Hawk, how are you?
Hey, Pop. I'm okay. You said it
Wait
was
a
low
minute.
res. Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear each other?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can hear you. Can you hear me?
And
having
the
technical
resolution
issues?
looks good
Hold
here
on.
on the live.
Yeah,
I
it
got it.
does.
Never mind. Pilot error.
But
So
God
go
I'm not
ahead,
on that
Mr.
plane.
Hawk.
Thank God I'm not on that plane. Anyway, no, I'm doing good. So everything's going well. Just, dealing with hiccups and growing pains, and I'm sure King will tell you all about it. Doing
Nope.
okay.
no, I'm not going to say anything. Everything's going great.
Now, the one
Everything's
thing I
great,
do want to
yeah.
ask you, Mr. Hawk, is what were the specials this evening?
Well, the specials are actually by the week. So we have this
Luigi?
Here we
I
go.
want to know what you would say if I was coming to your restaurant and I was sitting at a table and I asked you, what were the specials, sir?
I say, here's the special list. Here you go.
Somehow I don't think that's what you would say, but okay.
No, we have a list. No, we have a list because all the specials, there's probably 10 of them. It's hard to remember because then they change. Sometimes they get altered every day, but the general list stays the same. So, yeah, a lot of people order the specials. We actually had a really nice steak special with escarole and beans. It was really good. And I get it medium rare and I get extra garlic because I'm a Guido. And yeah, and it's really nice. That's why I like it, but you can't talk food because a lot of people don't get it. I mean, GPU Risers in the chat gets the rigatoni with spicy sausage. He gets it in this vodka sauce. That's really good. It's like a pinkish vodka sauce, and he gets it and he loves it. He's like, I gotta stop eating here, bro. I'm gonna be 600 pounds. I gotta stop eating here. I feel like a meatball when I'm done. So
with your specials, you have the same specials each week?
yeah, for the most part, it varies in different times of the year. So in Christmas time, wintertime, we'll do everything seafood. You know what I mean? Everything is seafood. And then the summertime, after that, getting towards Mother's Day and stuff, we kind of just we change it up a little bit because a different clientele of people are there. So yep, it's going well. Restaurant's busy. It was still busy when I left. I left the restaurant at 9:30, and I'm rushing home. Kristen's yelling at me. She's like, "I have little legs. I can't run." And and we got here, and I just you saw me rushing to get here.
Yeah.
But make it happen every night. So
Awesome. So, Mr. Mining King, what you been up to?
Besides working on Terra stuff a lot of the time, diving down the old 3D printer rabbit hole. The deep hole of 3D printing is addicting and can also make you very angry, especially when the freaking bed does not want to stay freaking level. I want to destroy that thing. Why wouldn't you just make it all 4 of the wheels turn at once and just make it stay level? I don't get that.
That's got to be the next model or two up that would have the auto level.
Yeah, Max.
feature.
Next time I need one, I'm going to buy the $1,500 unit. And I'm going to use the max voltage credit card. Since you're a CEO and all.
No, I was just saying that. I was like, yeah, that I've heard that the auto leveling feature is an important feature, but yeah, the entry level ones unfortunately don't have it. And some people say you don't need it. Some people say you do need it.
I'm going to say from ease of use, it makes everything way better, right? Because I'll print something and it'll come out good, right? This freaking little ledger case that you could mount on your computer, right? Came out great. Next thing I print comes out like crap. Stuff starts not sticking to the thing. I didn't touch anything. I haven't. All the settings are the same. I'm like, what the F's? That I have to re-level the bed. It's every time I print, I have to re-level the bed, which you shouldn't have to do that. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm hoping Goat can help me out here and give me some secret Goat tricks to get this thing to stay working here. It actually just got done printing right now. I printed a side mount for the roller up there on the for the feed up there for the filament, right? So it's not up top, because right now it's having a really straight line down and then a harsh angle in. So this mount will go right down on the bottom and be side mounted, so it just straight feeds it. But other than that, been solo mining some coins. Not gonna name them. You guys all go mine Pigeon and and other coins. I'm not gonna say what. Yeah, other coins. I don't care which other ones. That's not the one I'm doing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've been solo mining, and I think I found my favorite pool, so sticking with it.
Which pool is that?
Well, that would kind of give it away.
Yeah, see, we know better than to say things.
Yeah, that would be kind of giving it away. So it's not one of the major pools. Like
they don't even share it with me.
Well, you're like leaky. You're leaky Dan.
Those
so
lies
we
just
can't
went
do
directly
that.
to my soul, Hawk.
Yeah, like you don't even share.
Yeah.
Hey, King, what are you solo mining? Don't worry about it. I have to go log into his rigs and see what he's doing, because he's like doesn't do that.
It was in the chat. You just weren't paying attention.
I was busy all day. I really was. I didn't have a chance to even.
It was actually a couple days ago when I put it up there. But anyway, it's not one of the majors, so it's not like a Woolly Pulley or something like that. So it's one of the smaller pools. Like I said, it would totally give it away. So, but anyway,
been good, though.
It isn't a big secret like what is good out there. It's one of 5 coins basically. What do you got? Everybody's talking about Nexa. Everybody's talking about Radiant. Everybody's talking about Caspa. Everybody's talking about Flux. Well, you just gave it away, dude.
Shh, all those coins. Hey, Mining King is all in Pigeon, okay? 100% solo mining Pigeon.
Wait
Everybody get on
Meow. You were a Meow coin because you were solo mining Meow, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Actually, that little rig is still on it because I've just been lazy and I haven't moved it off yet. I completely forgot about it. So somebody said it again in the chat earlier. You're still mining them? I'm like, damn, I gotta change that. I keep forgetting.
Actually, one of the things I was thinking about today, I actually mentioned this. I thought about it when I was on Panda Stream, and because right before Panda Stream, I was watching the guy that I crewed something. I don't remember what the guy's channel was, but anyways, the guy that I recommended that he sub bombed to get him over 1,000. He's got some really great content. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but anyway, it's some really great content. He was talking about 5,700 XTs of whether or not he was going to keep them or not, and he ended up selling them after he did like an analysis on it. And I'm like, that's a really good point. Because the 5,700 XTs don't really make a lot. You could sell them and either buy coin with them or buy 4070 Ti or something else that makes money. So anyway, or save up and put it towards an ASIC, one of the 3 things. So, but it's really got me thinking. Although one of my 5,700 XTs, I do have to fix one of the fans on them because it's ticking a lot.
It's a ticker.
It's definitely a ticker. And it's annoying the heck out of my daughter who has her desk and set up in the basement. So, but anyway, that's what headphones are for. So anyway, for those people that have not taken part in my poll, I said ASICs or GPUs. So far, GPUs is winning. So if you haven't voted yet, please vote.
111 votes. Jeez.
Yeah. How many people
a lot
are here?
Of people here tonight. Wow.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
120. Wow, that's a lot of people.
Nice. Anyway, I usually never look at that, so appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, for me, it's just like I said, it's been kind of going down the rabbit hole. Today, I've been spending a lot of time on free cash, like checking out like what I may want to go in there to do. I actually did a Caesars Sportsbook, lost the bet, but that wasn't the point. The point is it's fulfilling the thing.
The need to gamble?
Not the need to gamble. No, it's fulfilling the requirements of the deal. It was like $69, 6,900 points, something like that. And I lost $10. So the net of it, I still made $59 off of it. So yeah, got my payout in Litecoin. Did another one, but I haven't got my payout on that one yet. But yeah, been going down that rabbit hole and then making a whole bunch of lists of things I need to do. One of them was setting up this using a new streaming service, Emux, however they pronounce it. I know that Mr. Hawk was not too thrilled with it.
Like, I gotta download Google Chrome. What is this shit? I'm like, I got 2 minutes to get on here.
Didn't have to be Chrome. Could have been Edge. Any Chrome-based browser. Anyway, deal with it, sir. Anyway, but it has a lot more features than StreamYard. It can actually, you can set up all custom, profiles and things like that. So you can basically have it be your OBS as well as your StreamYard, both. But anyway, definitely like it so far. Let me know if there's any glitches. We shall see if there are, but so far I think so good. Give me a vote in the chat if there's any issues. But at any rate, but did that. Yeah, I just came up with a bunch of ideas for videos, which I will not share. I don't want anybody to take my ideas.
I thought we got over this months ago.
No, I don't want Monday morning to come and then anyway. And then started looking at subjects for tonight, and actually somebody in the stream came up with the one that I was thinking about talking about, and that was the Wooly Pulley controversy. Have you guys heard about that?
Oh God, why? What's wrong with Wooly Pulley?
I don't like Wooly Pulley. I try not to use it whenever possible.
Yeah, same here. Supposedly they had an issue with their payouts. I'll give their spin on it, which is, yeah, we had a database problem and so we had some issues with how things got paid out, but it was only for 4 days, and on the 4th day somebody brought it to our attention and we fixed it and we'll pay everybody out in a couple weeks. I was like, a couple weeks? If you've identified the problem, why a couple weeks?
I'll pay everybody up,
right.
But I've been getting payouts on Wooly Pulley on Casper, like no problem. I don't get it.
No, you're getting payouts, but the question is, did you get enough of the payout? Is the question.
Yeah, 500. I set mine to 500.
Yeah, because, well, no, my point is along the way, are you mining pool mining?
Mm-hmm.
Point is how do you know you're getting the right rewards to get to 500?
That's what he's not talking about. The
point,
actual.
is that they were
he's not talking
like
about
30 to 40%.
Not like actually, not actually sending you the coin to your wallet. That's not what he's referring to. He's saying the actual rewards that you should be getting while you're pool mining. That's what he's talking about.
Correct.
And I've had issues with that when I first went to Wooly Pulley, right? When I was mining a long time ago, I was mining Eternity, right? Because there's not a lot of pools for that, and Wooly Pulley's, I would say it's a well-known pool, right? They've been around for a while, but I went to them and I went to their competition, dude, because it was doo-doo. So
yeah, my issue was a little bit different. They had whatever I was mining. I think I was mining Flux with them. I don't know. Whatever I was mining with them, their pool went down. So a lot of people were asking questions. Some people were being jerks. Okay, fine. Some people were asking questions like, what's going on? When can we expect to be back up? What, basic questions. And they basically crapped on everyone that was asking questions. It's like, come on, man. We're just asking questions. We're not the ones that are immediately jumping down your throat. We're just simply asking questions about what's going on. That's all. Simple customer service. And all they did, like I said, all they did was jump down their customer's throat because that's what we were. And I was like, that's fine. We got plenty of choices. I'll go somewhere else. And I've never been back. So anyway, but yeah.
I'm getting yelled at for not making videos. I got to say something here. I am so goddamn busy. Okay. Like I barely make it here. I don't know why I'm holding it.
You might as well. How about you should just start like a Twitch or something?
No,
I want to know why I get off scot-free.
Yeah, well, Max, you're kind of like
Because it's the expectation. You've done live videos forever, so they expect a live video from Max every Monday at 8 p.m. With Hawk, it's supposed to be 1 or 2 videos a week, and then it went 2 months of just. So, like, I'm trying. It's hard. Like, it's really. Ask King. Like, we're at the facility like more than ever right now, and it's just like by the time I get home, I'm like dead.
I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I kind of got some more things going on in my personal life, so it's gonna get really tough to kind of balance everything, man. I want to try, but
I try, guys. I try to do shorts. I try to do videos. It's these guys who make videos. Like, God bless his heart. He's my friend. Panda. He does YouTube full time, and it's easy to do it full time. It's not easy. I shouldn't say it's easy because he has family. It's easier to do it full time if you're, and then he's home with his kids and his wife, and he does, during the day, he does a lot of his stuff at night, right? Me, by the time I'm home, I'm dead. I am completely I'm so tired, and the time that I get to like decompress, it's like not till 1 o'clock in the morning. And as easy as 5-minute phone call. I'm getting ripped a new one.
Well, how about this though? Just instead of trying to make a complex video, right? Just I know you don't like to do it because I know how you and Chump are similar how you shoot videos, but why don't you just shoot it all the way through and just have a talking head video, man? Even that would be.
Well, the next video I'm gonna do. I have to wait till our graphic designer gets back because I have a really cool idea for a thumbnail, but I need him to do it. I can't do it because if I do it, it's gonna look like shit. I don't know. What was I gonna say? I like to do it when I record videos. I like to record the videos like I record the part that I need and then I stop, right? And then I know that's done. Okay. So then I record the next part, then the next part. So then when I put it in the editing, it just falls in there like puzzle pieces. That's it. And then I just bounce it and go. And that's how that goes. So, that's how I like to do it. You're going straight through and then spending 2 hours editing it. It's just a nightmare. In my opinion.
I don't spend 2 hours editing, but
1 hour editing just takes too long.
Like 15 or 20 minutes.
No, definitely not that. It takes a lot longer. Definitely not 15 minutes. I will bet
really
you $1,000. It does not take you 15 minutes to edit a video.
Yeah, I don't
really.
Yep.
How much?
1,000. And I'm going to time you. I'm going to sit over your shoulder and I'm going to watch you record an entire video. And I'm going to sit over your shoulder.
I'm gonna before I make this bet, I'm gonna talk myself.
A 10-minute video will not take you less than an hour to edit. 15 minutes to edit. If you do it right, it shouldn't take you that long. Panda spends hours on this video.
Hold on now. See, there's no right and wrong to editing because it's about your artistic, take on everything. There is no right and wrong when it comes to editing.
Every motion and pause is important to Mining King. It's all part of the whole ambiance of what he's presenting.
Or laziness. I mean,
yeah, I got to do some videos. All seriousness, though, I do have to do more videos. I haven't. And GPU risers. Me and Mike were talking about this. He's like, dude, I've made a video in months. Like, I've just been so busy, and it's like if you get home at the end of the day, you're just exhausted. And the little bit of time I have to like relax, I try to just chill, and you're just not in the mood to just record all night. Like then I have to stand up, I got to put all the lights on, and I got to sit here, and then I got to do 100 takes, and then try to get everything done. And it's just like, it is what it is.
Yeah, right. I spent half the day just making a list because it's like, wow, I have a Saturday and a Sunday to do things. And then I spent a lot of time making lists and didn't do a whole heck of a lot. Did some things off the list got checked off, but not as many as I would have liked.
Yeah,
like making a video.
Like last night we were gonna play StarCraft for a little bit, just for a couple hours. And then we had to jump off Discord in the middle of everything. Me and King, we had an issue at the facility that we had to take care of, and it's just yeah,
that was like one till 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I didn't get home. I didn't get home till midnight. Like by the time I sat down, took a shower, took a break. Like I just started the game. I'm like, oh, I can relax. And then I get a phone call and I'm like, nope, can't relax anymore. I like King. I gotta call you. So it is what it is. It's just, I'm gonna get back to it once I get the schedule a little bit. Once everything kind of levels out a little, then it'll be easier to do. It just comes in waves, man. Like it comes in waves. Like everything's in waves. So right now we're Terra is the priority right now. I mean, I make shorts. I try to make shorts at least once a week. So,
well, Mass Boost is trying to deflect for you. He's saying, "I'm not getting off. Get going. We want some content."
Yeah, I got some cool stuff to talk about, and some future plans for Terra that I can probably talk about. Chump goes, "Hawk, you're fine, bro. You chill enough on our channel. You have to do it on your own." No, it's all good, but so let me ask this. What are you guys thinking of Caspa? Because Caspa's actually been profitable a little bit. Like, that's why I threw my rigs on, because I was like, hey, even at 15 cents, if you can't use what to mine. What to mine's power is terrible, because if you use the good overclock,
saying the 5-letter word that we're not supposed to utter.
I don't care. I got y'all back. Now, screw these guys. I got you back. It's profitable. Hit the button. Let's do it.
So, this just shows you that this is why we don't tell Hawk things. Okay,
I don't care,
because he just goes out and says them anyways.
I'm with y'all, man. I ain't with them. I'm with y'all. All right, that's what's up.
You tell Hawk to keep a secret, and he's like, "Okay, I'll keep the secret." Hey, everybody! Hey, over here!
So I was actually my 16700 XT rig was actually profitable by like $1.07 a day, like after power, and that's at 15 cents. Like that was pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, we haven't seen profitability since the merge for GPU mining. It's pretty good.
The coin I'm solo mining, I'm making about $40 a day hitting blocks. So
depends on the day for me, but yeah.
Yeah, it depends on price and day. Yeah. It's been between $32 and $40 a day.
Because I'm mining it and then selling it, I can say that I'm buying over probably about $11 to $12 worth of Flux every single day. I'm dollar cost averaging into Flux with my mining.
The only reason I'm hitting the blocks is I'm doing what Max is doing, except I'm converting all of it into Flux. So I get
that's
more
what
of
I'm
that.
doing. I'm doing that
more
with
that
everything.
Way. The unfortunate thing with the halving is the reduction in the amount of coins it makes me want to cry.
So wait, hold on. I do want to put some emphasis on something. Everybody talking about CAS. Don't use what to mine. It's awful. You have to make sure you guys have the correct overclocks. If you need the overclocks for the 6700 XT on Caspa, I can give them to you. It's really, really efficient. I was getting my rig's off at the moment right now, but it was 341 mega hash at 37 watts on each card. It was crazy efficient. And what to mine doesn't do that. They push the wattage up 50%, and then it's not profitable. I don't know why they do that. It's just ridiculous. They don't ever give you what the best possible scenario is. They always give you stock settings, which is kind of bullshit. Because depending on your power rate and how you know how to overclock a card, it can make the huge difference.
Yeah, but they can't. You got to think about this from what's mine. They're giving you a basis to go by. You know what I mean? Not for if you're an advanced user, you need to be putting in your own hash rate, your own power, because they have to account for. I don't know the politically correct term for. Here, I'm gonna say uneducated people. There you go. I was gonna say a different word, but uneducated people when it comes to mining, right? Because there is people who aren't experienced or don't have, the know-how. It's what can I make if I mine this coin? You know what I mean? And they know nothing about mining.
Hashrate.no is actually pretty good. I don't know if you guys ever use this. Hashrate.no was actually pretty good. I don't know if you guys mentioned it. Is DJ Mines waiting, Max?
Yeah, I was really trying to get him in, but I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know.
And now he walked away from his chair, so I'll wait for a little bit until he comes back to his chair.
Anyway. Sorry, Max. I don't mean to steal your show.
Hey, you know what? If we go to a scene, we can all troll him on his chair. So I will add him.
That damn chair.
Dude, do you see that chair, dude? Do you see that chair? How much?
Look at that chair.
It's so funny.
Dude. When he streams next time, you guys donate to DJ like hashtag chair fund. Like, look at that poor little chair.
But he said he will not take any of that money and buy a new chair.
I know.
So let me see. No, I told him that I would send him this one because I'm too broad for this one. This is like hurts my back. Like I can't use this one anymore.
You're just gonna have to
dude, I'm telling you, go to the same company that I bought my chair from and get a custom one made.
Max.
Am I live?
I have
you live, son?
Chair.
Listen, I had to put my cap on because all I'm hearing is cap. That's all I'm hearing. I had to throw my cap on. I'm hearing excuses, but hold on. Everyone say hello. The great nation Neeby is here to arrest the liars.
Oh my God.
All the excuses of why I can't make a video. Where? I want.
You want to throw stones, Twiggy?
Could you hear the sound effect through that?
No,
Yeah, I heard the sound effect. Very nice.
Here.
By the way, Max, this chair is actually made by Sata. See? You can't probably see it. It's a Sata chair. This chair is the titties. Like, I will never wear a gaming chair or use a gaming chair
A
game.
Sata.
No, you ain't got
DJ, I told you, man, you need a new chair, bro.
No, I can't. I can't, dude.
I know it's the cheapest.
feels like
I'm so cheap, bro. What is the
cheap.
difference between another chair and this one? I'm still gonna sit in it.
He's so
Yes,
cheap.
you are.
I've never met. I think the
when you
second
get older
cheapest.
what a good chair feels like.
I think it's a tiebreaker between the two cheapest people that I know, and that's going to be Hugh Risers and DJ Mike. I don't know who's cheaper. Like I don't know who's cheaper.
Oh,
like,
this thing, dude.
Now,
This
hang on a
thing
second. Now,
can
my
get pretty
question is,
cheap.
are you actually going to spend the money to put that thing on a moving truck or send it to the dumpster when you move?
Me?
Yeah, you.
This is coming with me. Are you crazy? No way. I'm not buying a new one.
Yeah, look at that. See, I ain't buying another chair.
No way.
Yeah,
I'll sit
I
on
tried
a
the
box
gaming
before
chair
I
thing.
buy another chair.
I tried the gaming chair thing. Like my girlfriend likes that chair because she's obviously a smaller person. This I can't do it. I got to do the pop chair, man. I'm telling you, I lay back, bro. Everything feels great. It's cool. Like man, I can't.
You know how much this chair cost me?
$100, $50.
It was free. Because back in 2017, when I was a Twitch streamer, I had a chair that was 10 times worse than this. And they forced me. And I said, I'm not buying it unless you buy it for me. And somebody bought it for me. So I
told you I'd send you this one.
No, I'm not doing it, bro.
Just check
Brand
it out.
new.
Don't ask him for his permission. Somebody probably knows his address. Get the address and just send it to him, and then he'll have to take it. All right. That's the only way it's gonna work.
See, who needs Starbucks? I got this. It's like 25-cent coffee.
Oh my God.
You don't need coffee. You got plenty of energy.
So
without coffee.
okay. Here's an honest question.
fueled
'Cause
by
look,
coffee.
I know DJ. He's all about saving money, but he's also about making money, right? I know DJ pretty well. Is there any luxuries you do like that you will spend money on?
Yeah, absolutely. I love to blow money on things that make me more money.
Is there anything else?
No, if it costs money, I don't buy it. I hate it. I've been wearing the same shirt. This one's free from the hobbyist
for 1
miner.
week because I'm not buying laundry detergent.
I'm not. Well, these are free. Everything I wear is free. If you don't give it to me for free, I don't want it.
I'm sponsored by Goodwill. All right.
You know what? Though? I can't complain. I can't say anything because I haven't spent money recently, but I like when I'm done with a pair of shoes, like I go to the store, I donate them in their little donation bin. I go in, buy a new pair, and walk right out with the new pair. DJ's like got glue and Gorilla Glue, and he's putting the soles back together. It'd be good for another 6 months.
I do have some decent
You don't do that?
I do.
I do that.
No way, bro. Listen, there's some
But
lines
DJ,
I
you did
won't
buy all
cross.
those flags, right?
That's one of them.
No, I'm not buying any of this.
You kidding me? I sent it to him.
This is free. That was free. Chump was free. Max was free. I paid for Red Panda because Red Panda wouldn't get one. And so I had to pay for his to get made.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He refused. And I paid for one more somewhere. What was the guy's name that doesn't stream anymore? Caveman? I had to pay for that one.
Yeah.
I get my custom made Nike What do you say? Nike. I got my custom made one of my Nike trainers. Oh, that's nice.
So
Yeah,
I
I
told
don't-
Crypty, I was like, dude, I don't want any money off you. Like, he's small time, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't need any money off you. I was like, just send me a banner every now and then, and we'll call it even. And so that's every now and then I'll get like a new banner for yeah.
And he's actually pretty cool. Like he sends
He's
me
cool.
like shirts all the time. Like I get when I first started, when I got on Crypty, he sent me like one of everything. Like I have a pillow, I have a cup. It's pretty cool. I like Crypty. I like some of his shirts. I really do like the one of my clients. He has like one of my shirts, and he's like, dude, I love this thing. Like I wear it like all the time. It's actually a really good cotton. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, he's got good stuff. He's got good stuff. The hoodies I was a little questionable about, but the shirts, everything else is pretty good. I like it.
Is this a mining channel or what is?
I don't
I don't know. I don't know what.
I thought this was a
I'm mining-
mining channel.
Hey.
I'm
We're a
mining
little bit
Castro
of
right now. What do you
everything.
want to talk about?
We were busy trolling you a little bit, but if we're done now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to talk ASICs versus GPUs because we all know ASICs, their volatility of pricing historically. So
it's-
that's
it's
the
such-
issue.
It's like a risky thing. So like I bought my first big boy one, right? Full price. I did buy a used one from RPM, you know what I mean? It was in pretty rough shape. I got a good price on it though, so I'm not complaining too much. Just horse flies everywhere. I had to clean off the hashboards. And then yeah, that one on the S19, oh yeah, that I brought down there. Yeah, that thing, dude, the hashboards are covered in horse flies. Those came from a farm. What do you think, man?
Wow. It came from Yankee or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came from Yankee. So then I bought the L7, right? And it's been doing good, but the hash rate's going up. So like the amount of Dogecoin I was getting at first compared to now is actually kind of significant, right? I was getting like 200 Doge a day, right? Now I'm down to like 165-ish, you know? It's getting down there, right? That's a lot. You know what I mean? It's like almost 20%.
Yeah.
I'm down, right? Because more keeps coming on, like mini Doges and L3s and all that other stuff, right? So I hope I made a good decision. Maybe not. This is like my first test to see how it works out, right? Like how much this machine will actually generate. Because I mean, the cool thing with script though, it can move to different, you know, there's other coins on there, right? Cadena is kind of like you're effed. You're on Cadena, you know, so you get to mine. So
I saw.
I'm
No, go ahead, King. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's the other thing.
No.
You're making a bet on one or a few, depending on which ASIC it is. You're making a bet on those coins, and there ain't no turning back.
Yeah, pretty much. No, there's no. So I'm holding all of mine. I'm not selling any of it because the market's down right now, right? I want to maximize my, you know, my profit or revenue or whatever you want to look at it, right? To pay myself back the money. So I'm not selling anything right now that I've mined with that ASIC yet, or actually even my other one, the S19.
Who's next? I'll go last
What about what? What are we talking about?
because I have nothing you want to hear.
I am pro GPU,
Yeah.
because I know that there's always a market for them, and you can always switch to the next best thing.
That's good.
So
Good
you,
point.
you have that
DJ.
flexibility.
What do you think of Caspa, DJ?
I'm mining it right now. I'm triple mining it. Ergo, Zill. I think you're a fool not to consider dual mining or triple mining if you can these days, because it's so much different than 2021, right? You guys remember Raven coin? It was like 70% Raven, 30% ETH, but your wattage would go through the moon. These days, you can double or triple mine on most of these coins, and it maybe is a couple more watts, and you're getting probably 85-90% of the coin anyways that you would get. So I don't know. Caspa, I like throwing it in there. I hope it does well. I don't know if it will. Who knows?
Now
right?
look at the chart because it was up 100%.
Yeah.
Now,
But
you're
but
a
it was-
chart guy. What do you think? I mean, right now it was at 0.0. Hold on, I have it pulled up right here.
All right, can I see it? Or
Yeah,
we
hold on,
can't see it?
I can put it up here. I just have to share the screen with Max. I'm gonna try this. Not
Yeah,
sure if
try
it's
this.
gonna work.
I'm like not even sure.
There you go. Your system sound is supported while sharing screen. Oh, there you go. Oh, wow. Okay.
No. Hold on.
I'm gonna try to.
Let's try this one. That's a little better.
Is it? I didn't see anything change. But here, I'll scroll
Oh,
in a little.
Wait a minute. Oh, it's because your screen is like very vertical.
Yeah. It's this one. Yeah.
I'd also say zoom out more.
Zoom out?
7 days means nothing.
Oh, okay. So 1 month.
No, I would go further. Go all. Let's just see what
Okay.
So,
let's do all.
Okay.
Here you go.
Obviously, just a disclaimer. Crypto is unpredictable. I have no idea. Do not trust me because I'm guessing. But all I'm seeing is higher highs and higher lows so far, like over time.
Right.
Now, this is such a new coin. I mean, I think we'll do fine in the bull run. You know, short term, I think it'll go down maybe another 20%. But just with the little bit of data we have, I'd say it continue to go up. But how would I know?
This looks like a trend. If you were to do a chart, right? Like you guys can see my mouse, right? This looks like a trend, right? So down, up, and then up. Like it kind of looks like it's trending this way, right? Because this low here is obviously not this low.
It's higher, yeah.
Right, it's a higher low. So it comes high, and then there's a higher low here, and then you know what I'm saying? That just kind of looks like I don't know what it's called. I don't know charts, but
higher
Rising
highs,
wedge.
higher low. Okay, yeah.
Yep. What?
The rising wedge.
That's right.
But here's my question though: is besides fast transactions and all that other crap that everybody else is,
They are building on layer 2. They are building a layer 2. They are wanting to do what they are aspiring to be kind of like an Ethereum where people can build on top. It's on their white paper. Their website actually is very good.
So they want to be just like Ethereum then.
I mean, I don't know. They had something called optical proof of work. I heard Soap talk about this.
Right. And then pretty soon I know that this is I know a lot of GPU miners are here, but there's also people they've openly said that they want ASICs and FPGAs on this, right? And there's already FPGAs out there. I think Panda's been doing he's done a few videos on his FPGA that he has.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to see huge hash rate climbs in this once an ASIC actually is out for this. I haven't heard of a major one like Bitmain making one, but I'm sure it's probably in the works. I wouldn't doubt it. But this is just my thing. It's just like Ethereum. They're doing the whole thing. And here's the other thing is I know nobody thinks about this yet, right? Is white papers do evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
They do evolve, so things do change. So maybe one day they decide they don't want to keep paying all the miners.
Well, I mean, a project like this for wanting ASICs, and I'm sorry, I can't see the chat right now, but I'll check the chat in a minute. A project for wanting ASICs and stuff, they just want a more secure network. That's just why they would want that moving forward. Because GPUs, they go down, they go up, people switch GPUs. GPUs have a reputation for GPU miners. One negative thing, and me myself being a GPU miner, one negative thing is GPU miners always are switching to what's most profitable, right? With a specific ASIC, you can't do that. So it gives them more network stability. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
That is one of the points, but like I said, the white paper can always change.
Right.
For better or for worse, or in different directions, right?
Ethereum had both for a long time.
Yeah, I know. I personally don't like Caspa. That's just my thing. They're trying to copy everybody else, be like everybody else. It's nothing new. It's nothing new and flashy. It's like it's the same bike, maybe with maybe some new like a new flashier model, but it's not anything different.
It's been doing good though. It's been getting pretty popular.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think it's doing well.
If you ask me why I'm interested in Flux, right? Like name another project's even coming close to them and some of the things that they're accomplishing, right? I want to see projects really differentiate themselves from other projects, right? Cass was just trying to be like Ethereum. I kind of don't need that in my life.
So Mass Boost just sent this to me, and it's let me look at it real quick. He said this spreadsheet shows price trajectory on the newer coins. So let me see if I could share this. Window, entire screen. Let me see here. Maybe entire screen probably be better. I don't know. Oh my god, I don't even know if you guys can see this. I probably would have to move the screen. Yeah, no, you can't see this. Hold on, let me.
This spreadsheet made for ants?
Yeah, no, it's just on it. It's on the vertical thing here. Hold on. I'm gonna move this one over here. Put this one over here. Hold on. Let's see. Wait a minute. I don't know. I don't know how to work this thing. Am I still showing this?
No.
No, you're not. I'm gonna remove it from scene, and then you can do another one.
Yep. So I can show the spreadsheet. I think I can.
Yeah.
Can I zoom in on this? Yes. No. Yes. No. Okay. I can't.
By the way, while you're doing that, thank you. Appreciate you liking the purple flannel there, Depran, and DJ Minds. My son thinks you're hilarious, is what Depran said. So
Don't let children watch me. Nothing good will come of it.
I can't stop sharing, and I don't know why. Okay. I don't know. Here we go. Wait. Yeah, we can. Okay. Hold on. Window. I have to do it. No, not window. We had to do screen. So screen, share, move over. There we go. Okay, do you see it? All right. So he just sent me this. Now, guys, obviously it's not financial advice. This is just an opinion, I'm sure. But Mass Boost is a pretty smart guy.
I can't even read all of that, but
all right, well, I'm gonna try to get it here. So it shows Nexa low price. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, 874 on 2.
Hey, do me a favor. Hold your control key down and use your scroll.
Yeah, it doesn't do it. I tried it. Oh, there it goes. Wait. Oh, it's going. Wait. Better?
Wow, I can see now.
Sorry.
I can
You
read.
could do one or two more, and it would be even
Oh no,
bigger.
because it's got to be done outside the. It's
Right
got to
there.
be done outside the form. There we go. Okay, so this is what he sent me. Bull run percentage of increase. So I'm guessing this is what the price projection will be in the bull run, I guess. So, oh god. So, Caspa, let's see. Low price 7/21/2022 had 3 zeros and a 2. Days since the low price 226. Current price he did 0.012. 6-month trajectory bumps it up to 0.021. 1 year trajectory 0.031, and year increase times 2.5. So that's pretty cool. Let's see Neoxa. So Neoxa, that doesn't look good for Neoxa. That even barely jumps to 0. Meow Coin, let's see here. Low 12/31/22, 63 days since it's low. It's projected to, looks like they're projecting it to jump a 0. Year increase about 3 years. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about this? You think it'll take that long for Caspa to like really jump up? I mean, you know what I mean? If I'm reading this right, Mass Boost, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I'm reading this 100% correctly.
For me, what's this? Nexa, Caspa, Neoxa, Meowcoin, Dynex, Radiant, Alephium. There's not enough information out for me. They're so unproven. Yeah, I mean, this could be accurate. It could go higher, it could go low. I have no idea. They haven't been around long enough, and I haven't researched them long enough personally to feel comfortable to give any type of projection on any of these coins.
Yeah, this is just, so.
They're all speculative, like, you know.
Yeah, it's speculative. I mean, nobody thought Caspa was going to jump 100% the last week. Like,
yeah.
All of a sudden, it just came out of nowhere. I mean, so, yeah, well, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Everybody's saying bull run 2024, June 2024. I don't know, man.
It's coming.
I don't know. I think it might. I think we're going to start seeing some early effects this year. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know. I've said that I think we'll end up by the end of the year that Bitcoin will be between 24 and 30,000. Obviously, we've already gotten above 24,000, so that's not a huge stretch. But I think we're going to see some going up and down, a lot of sideways, and be slightly higher than where we are.
Let me make a correction. Everybody's saying 2025, June 2025. I don't think it's going to be that long. I think that's a very
look at when after each of the halvings took place, the Bitcoin halvings, and when the bull market started. Now, it depends on how you define the bull market. So the bull market technically will not start until it gets to its all-time high.
Right.
So that's a ways away. So could it be until 2025 until it gets to 67, 68,000? Yeah, it definitely could. But yeah, I'd like the days of when it was at 60,000 where everything else was, and with the probability of going higher than that. Absolutely. So again, it all depends on how you define the bull market. Technically, bull market doesn't start until we pass the all-time highs, which that probably technically won't be until 2025.
I mean, yeah, all-time highs, but then again, this is
need to
accounting.
fix the live preview. It's just a gray square.
Oh,
Look at your live preview. preview window.
My fault.
No, that's all right. Just
Uh-oh.
sorry.
And remove. There we go.
So I think that, again, nobody knows, right? But this is if things just continue the way they're going. Like, you never know. A project could just have profitability come out of nowhere. Like, nobody knows what's going on behind closed doors and companies and investments. I mean, you never know. So we'll see. I think if things stay the way that they are, yeah, probably we'll see some all-time highs probably, early 2025, I think. But I don't think it'll take that long, man. I'm just going to be honest.
I think towards the end of the year, it'll start looking better. We'll see. Obviously, it really depends on the Fed, because the most recent meeting from the Fed, they were saying by the end of the year they expect to be at 3% inflation. The goal is 2%. That means that they would almost be at their goal. Now that could change. That could completely change, right? All of a sudden inflation goes up and they have to tighten more. But if things do get better towards the end of the year and we stop raising rates, man, bull market like crazy. I mean, we'll see. But I definitely expect towards the end of this year, unless something changes drastic, we'll be really close to starting to look really good.
It's unfortunately it's correlated with the stock market. A lot of people don't want to say that, and a lot of people are like, oh, no. It's correlated with the stock market to some degree. And we have to look at that because it's obvious. We see it when the Fed raises the rates. We see the crypto market react. We watch it. We see it. We see it firsthand. Unfortunately, and I love Rabid Mining. He's my friend. I love him to death. I really do. However, I just think he's a little cynical sometimes. Oh, this is going to be all risk. This all be that. Now, Cass was profitable. Nobody saw it coming. Cass was profitable. If you have 10-cent electric with good overclocks, you can make money on Cass. Ain't a lot. They can make a couple dollars a day, but hey, it's still profitable. And everybody said we wouldn't be profitable till 2024. So nobody really knows. You know what I'm saying? If, like you said, Fed lowers the rate and a project gets some stuff going. I mean, Flux is up. Flux was hovering around 40, 50 cents for a long time. Then they pumped, and they haven't really gone down below 70 cents.
So like they're down below 70 cents.
Oh, there they are.
They were.
They were last time I checked.
Been going down.
They were pretty close earlier today.
They've been going down of late. Yeah, they've been going down.
One thing. I'm sorry. I know you want to talk, Max. I'm sorry. For the people, because I actually just brought this up in my stream right before this one. For the people that say crypto is different than the markets, I took the S&P on the 1 year, put it right next to Bitcoin. Almost can't tell the difference. You literally almost cannot tell a difference between the 1 year chart Bitcoin, S&P 500. I said, okay, maybe it's a fluke. Let's look back at the 3 year. Almost identical. Looked at the 5 year. Almost identical. There's, of course, a bump or two that's slightly off. So you can't tell me at the current moment, I'm not saying this won't change in the future, but you can't tell me in the current moment what is happening in the stock market and just in the world in general is not affecting.
But hang on a second. Why is that though? And this is where it could eventually differ. Right now, it's a flow of money. Yeah. It's a flow of money. Is the flow into bonds towards safety, or is it out of bonds towards more risk? And that's really where things are defined right now. Yeah. For those people that are commenting on the tree, yes, we decided to take the lights off because they were detracting from being able to actually see the stickers. So we decided to take the lights off the tree. So it is no longer, absolutely no longer a Christmas tree. It is now a crypto tree.
A crypto tree. I love it.
It's absolutely a crypto tree because it doesn't have lights on it.
So for the record, Flux is at 72 cents. It did dip below at 69.5-ish, and then it went back up to 72. Point I was trying to make is it's not going back to where it was. There's stability. There's some sort of stability hanging around 70. I'm serious. Go look at it. I just pulled it up.
No. I hope you're right. I just hope it doesn't.
I'm just listening.
Actually, I continue to buy it and mine something and mining something else and buying it. So yeah, if it wants to do another dip before it goes back up, I'm totally okay with that.
Question for all of you. I know all of you are passionate about Flux. I love Flux, for the record. Now, they have a halving every 2.5 years. That's correct, right? 2.5 years?
Yes.
Do you think that we will continue to just keep getting pounded on Flux, and then right after all these halvings every 2.5 years, we have to wait months on end to recover? Or do you think we'll get to that point where it'll be appreciated?
It's going to depend on the state of the market.
Do you mean like separate from Bitcoin? Is that what you mean?
Bitcoin's every 4 years, right? So you only get disappointed every 4 years, maybe 3, whatever it is, right? But with Flux, it's almost twice as often.
So, but here's the thing: it will become irrelevant. That's the thing with Bitcoin. It's relevant because it's all about inflation. It's a store of value. That is specifically what Bitcoin is. It does transactions. It's more like a coin, a currency. Flux is really just a in application in the what's the word I'm looking for, in the environment of Flux. It's what allows the transactions to take place. The more transactions that take place, the greater the value is going to be. So the halvings are something that happens. I honestly don't think it really even needs to happen, but that's what they have. It's fine.
Well, isn't it part of the having whatever? I don't know. I hear people call it two different things.
Right.
The having or havings, when they happen, sometimes it's for a reason though. Isn't it? It also is for their. It's not only for their price, but it also to slow the liquidity draw from people. And there's obviously reasons for it, because the reason why Bitcoin does it is to make it
scarcer.
Yeah, like
otherwise you'd mine it all.
Yeah. Right, unless you buy it all. Right. So I mean, I think Flux doing it, shows us that hey, they're in it for the long haul. A lot of people listen. I'm surprised, and I like Flux because we work with them. We know what they're doing, and I see how hard they're working and how much they care about the community. I really do see that, and I'm not just saying that because we work with them. I actually see it. There's a lot of people that don't like it. And I hear a lot of people talk. Some people in the chat, obviously I'm not calling anybody out, but there's some people in the chat like, hey man, like Flux is a dead project. Why? Why is it a dead project? Tell me why you think it's a dead project. Because nobody else is doing, maybe except Caspa, maybe a few other projects that are, moving forward. Flux is making huge moves, like corporation big moves. Like they just, I want to know why a lot of people think that, why Flux? Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know why you think Flux. If you're a Flux doubter, which is fine, it's all none personal. It's just I want to know why you think, because it's always good. We always talk about the positive of Flux, right? But I want to hear what some of the, I'm not going to say naysayers, but I want to see what one of the doubters have to say. I want to see what are some of the negatives that people think about Flux. What we talk about projects and we talk about how good they are, but we never really like to talk about the negative side of things. And I personally, I don't see much negative in Flux other than they're in their infancy still as a company and they need to grow.
Techman brings up a good point, and it is the one thing that I hear people talk about, and that is when you are taking a parallel asset and trying to move it, first of all, claim it, and secondly, try to move it into one of the two coins out of the parallel asset, you're going to be using a significant amount of significant amount of fees in order to get it to where you want it to be.
Right. The cool thing is that
one
Flux,
negative.
Right. So Flux listens to the community. Like they actively ask everybody, not just us on this panel, but they ask everybody like, hey, what do you guys think? I see the Discord. MindSum10 says Flux needs proof of useful work to release soon. Without it, what utility does it have other than storage? They better hop on it. The competition's getting close.
Go ahead.
Kane, you want to go over that?
Oh, okay. Really? What did they just release right now?
WordPress.
Are you telling me a year ago when everybody was kind of talking about Flux that we thought that we were ever going to be able to have anything like that remotely on Flux? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, look, they are moving forward. Yeah, there's been a few hiccups, right? But once again, you know what I mean? Setting a new foundation, new company, doing new things, right? There's going to be growing pains, right? That's why it's a beta. It's not labeled the full release yet. It's a beta. So they're working on it.
Yep.
Now, I look at it from the standpoint, it's a business, okay? It's a business with a currency that helps things move, okay?
Right.
So the more that currency is used, the scarcer it's going to be, and the better the value is going to be. Now, what I find really interesting is this is one of the comments they made. I was like, okay, so they're going to be like, and not an AWS necessarily replacement, but something that for some people, they could use it as an AWS replacement, and they could use it for their WordPress sites. So all of this will drive the use of Flux. You'll see the use of Flux continue to grow at exponential rates. And so I was like, cool, that's awesome, because this is going to be ever increasing revenue for them because they'll just leave their rates where they are. What I found fascinating is they're like, no, we're going to leave the rates in dollars where they are and adjust the amount of flux needed.
Right.
Now, whether or not you agree with that or not, it was an interesting point. They want what, under any cost, they want to drive adoption of the products that Flux develops. And
Right.
this is the one thing that they're looking to, this is the next thing that they're looking to have people adopt.
That's the great thing about their platform is, hey, if you want to do something, you need to have Flux. It's all about the utility, right? So that, now I'm not saying that they're going to need adoption. They're going to need some consumer education, you know what I mean? And stuff like that for the WordPress and things like that. And I think with some marketing and stuff like that, they could definitely get that. Now, am I saying that, hey, Flux is going to be profitable the next week? I'm not going to lie to you. It's probably not, right? It's not foreseeable. Flux is a very long-term thing. I'm going to use the DJ Minds thing here, okay? You get Flux, you hold it, rich as F, okay?
Right.
Money!
That's the secret here.
That's fake money. Anyway,
let me ask. I want to before you go, Hawk. I want to ask DJ one question. When you bought into Tesla, how long did you have to wait? And I know this is stock related, so it's kind of different. But how long did you wait to really see like good gains from Tesla? Was it a few years?
At least 2
I sold
years.
Tesla. I should have held it.
At least 2.
Crypto's not any different, guys. Seriously,
So-
everybody needs to get off the daily profit stuff. You know what I mean?
I understand there's two sides to the crypto mining community. There's the guys that are, hey man, I'm gonna mine it, I'm gonna hold it because I know in the long term it's gonna be great. And then there's the guys who are like, where am I gonna point my terahash farm at? You know what I mean? To make the best money. And it's understandable. Some people are running it as a business, like Hut 8 and all these other guys, and some people are in it for long term. I want to read a couple comments. I'm actually holding it right here because I gotta keep it still. So Fully Electric said, oh my God, where is it? I just lost it. There it is. So actually, Rapid Mining said, feel 2029 will be a good Flux year. It needs time to mature. I agree. They do need a little bit more time. They are just still in their infancy, but I think they're ahead of their schedule, which is good. Fully Electric says, Flux halving is too frequent. It should be 4 to 5 years per halving. Give the coin time to increase in value. That's why I've been waiting to. What do you guys think of that? Do you think the Flux halving is too soon for how small of a project? Should they extend it instead of 2 years? Was it 2 years, right? Every 2 years?
2.5.
2.5 years. Should they extend it to 3.5, 4 years? Do you think it'd be better for it? Max, what do you think?
Well, my question is why couldn't we do another halving right now? Why? What would the risk be?
It's just going to slow down the amount of
fewer
Flux
nodes, maybe. Fewer miners. The miners issue, it's still going to be secure. They could have two is it gigasouls or megasouls? Anyway, I forget what it is, but anyway,
yeah, megasouls.
They could be at that and they'd still be secure. So it's not about hash rate. Only thing that could be a concern would be nodes, but they have something built in for that, which is if they get to a certain utilization, they then do a collateral halving so that people will then jump up to the next one and bring more people in, because then more people can participate. There are different tools in there. If the value of the coin isn't going up, there's other ways to still fulfill the needs of the network. So again, I would say why. I mean, it's the whole thing of why Ethereum did what not reason why they did what they did, but when we came to them and said, hey, don't screw us. And they're like, what do you mean? It's not like there's a God-given right why we have to pay miners.
Right.
And they're right. They're absolutely right. We didn't like it, but they're right. And so same thing with Flux is they're doing this 2.5 year halving. That's what their white paper, that's where they want to go. And their idea is that they will lessen the inflation on the coin and it should drive the value of it up. It may take some time to do that, but another halving in 2.5 years is not going to kill the coin. It just won't.
Go ahead, DJ.
Yeah, so as far as Flux, would I like to see 4 years? Sure, because I like money. However, the guys over at Flux are way smarter than me. I'm sure they know what they're doing. And
Oh,
I don't,
100%.
I don't think they'd intentionally harm their price. There's got to be something we're not seeing, or maybe something we could just ask them. I think one reason Flux, it doesn't look as sexy. Maybe that's why some people don't like it, right? Like, it's not something that's going to change overnight. You're not going to, maybe I'm wrong, but you're probably not going to see Flux just everybody's talking about it across the whole planet all at once. Why? Because what they're tackling is really large, right? Like you said, WordPress, right? Well, now you have to find people to go on WordPress. That's not an overnight thing, right? Same with pretty much everything Flux is doing, right? They're tackling massive things, trying to get people away from Amazon. Go ahead, Max.
That's a huge
They're
undertaking,
tackling
though.
real world things as opposed
Exactly.
to tackling crypto things.
Yeah, and it takes a
Yeah.
And that's why I
long
think
time.
a lot of people in crypto are like, yeah, so what? Somebody already does
Yeah,
that.
but that's huge, though. That's huge.
It is. And the thing
Here's-
is, so people ask, so wait a minute, is this another thing where they're creating a solution for a problem that doesn't exist? But it does. Everybody wants services for less cost.
Right.
And they are the lowest cost on the block. And if they can prove that they can be as reliable and they can do it for less, they're going to take market share.
Flux is really well, listen, they want to do what AWS, for the people that don't know, one of their main goals, a part of many things that they're doing, is to compete with AWS for a fraction of the price with the same level of service. Now, that is like stepping up against the Goliath, okay? And here's Flux, a knight with a sword, okay?
I was going to say a slingshot, but
Right. Well, I give him a sword because
Right.
because Dan. The one thing I love about Dan is that he doesn't take no shit from nobody. Okay, because that's the attitude you need in leadership to move forward. I don't care what anybody says. You need a hard person up front. That's how you lead a project. Okay, because you need the guys in there to push. You got to push these guys to do what they need to do, and I can see it just by listening to him. Like when people come and doubt his project, he would actively invite, oh, what's up? Talk to me. But no, that's bullshit. That's a lie. Here's the proof. Like he engages, which is great. That shows me that there's a lot of things going. But Flux is trying to tackle a Goliath, and it's gonna happen for them one way or another. Flux is not going to correlate with the market. Hear me out on this. Not financial advice. When they get one major client to take on their AWS-like services, that's all it's going to take. It's going to take one major corporation to go, oh, AWS is ripping us off. Let's go to this. Let's go to Flux and see what they can do. That's it. Once that announcement comes out, completely bullish. I don't care what part of the market you're in. That's Sulu hanging on to the warp drive, ready to push it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what that is. And they're set up for that.
I like that, the Sulu. But
I missed some stuff in the chat. Sorry, guys.
I think, though, that I think also this covers another point, that Flux could be and this is just my opinion, right? I haven't been researching a lot of new projects, but, up until, everything got really busy in life, I've been researching a lot of stuff, but I think Flux has the potential to break away from the Bitcoin cycle. I don't know if it'll be in this bull run. It might take till the next one, right? But I think sometime it will break from the Bitcoin cycle and continue to go up while other things are going down. That's just me, though.
I mean, I'd take it if it's possible.
So Fully Electric says, Hawk, I've been trying to get my company to move over to Flux for their backup storage project. I'm telling you, all it's going to take is somebody. It's going to just take one company, man. I'm telling you, it's going to take one big company to come in and then. Okay, back up. There are a few companies that were doing what Flux is trying to do. I know one of their competitors. Is it Internet of Things? Is it IoT? Which one? I'm not sure. Is that one of their competitors? Like, we see their price in the market, right? Let me just look it up, right? Let me just look it up. This is a competitor, okay? And let me put it up here. Hold on. IoT. Is it not working? IoT. What the hell? Is everything not working? All right, guys. 1 second. There we go. Internet of Things. I don't know. I think that's it. Internet, or is it Internet Computer? I can't remember. Internet Computer, ICP. I can't remember their competitor. Or is it this? I can't remember what it is. Oh my God, what's their competitor? Chat, let me know if you guys know what their competitor is. It's ICP? Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Retro Mike said it's ICP. Hold on.
Got a super chat. Brian Hollywood says,
I see.
"Can we hear max voltage mining crypto for 1 minute? No hawk, LOL."
It's okay.
For $10,
okay.
come on, we can definitely do that.
We're good. We're good.
So internet computers at $5. That's their competitor. Like, there's no reason why financial advice. There's no reason why Flux shouldn't be where this is at. No reason. There's no reason. Not if not higher. I mean, they got $1 billion market cap.
So one thing I've thought about, and I don't know, maybe Max, maybe King, maybe Hawk, maybe you guys know, something to think about, right? Like, I wonder if it's a difficult sell, right? Hey, get off of Amazon. Okay, cool. What are you doing? Well, the best part is we're supporting you from people in their homes across the planet. Little Timmy's out there. He's securing your network. We're better than Amazon. I'm just guessing at the current education level of the world, it's like, oh, whoa, okay, so we should put our billions of dollars, and it's
they definitely are going to have challenges, and the one thing I think that, like Jeff, you said before, is you can't tell them that you're a crypto project first, right? You need to tell them that it's blockchain, technology, and then you get them interested in what you're doing, and then you add the crypto part at the end of the conversation, right? Because if you tell them, hey, we're crypto, some people or companies or big time, investors and stuff like that, they get scared right now. Right? They get especially old people, right? They're just like, hey, you're printing fake dollars, right? I'm not trying to say anything, but it's just the uneducated person gets scared, and then they don't want to talk to you anymore. So yeah, I said, they are going to have some challenges with marketing and stuff like that and educating people, but I think it'll be fine, man. And not all of them are ran in homes too. I know some people that have lots of nodes that have them all over, but just think about that. If you can have 3 instances, anywhere, one goes down, another one comes back up. You know what I mean? Just instantly comes back up.
But if they say, I'm giving you all my, I'm sorry, Hawk. If they say we're gonna give you 50 billion, all right, cool. What's the location of our server? You're like, oh, that's the best.
Everywhere.
You see what I'm saying? Everywhere. And they're like, I'm sorry, we want to visit it sometimes. Well, you can't, because there's one in North Dakota. We got 6,000 in Florida. Don't forget, we got a whole bunch of Canada, Venezuela, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, it's definitely gonna take a while for the education.
The other thing about AWS though, and this is the thing, when you're talking about big corporations, if your website goes down, you're like, well, run AWS, not my fault. You go on Flux and your website goes down and you go, oh shit, I'm on Flux. And everybody goes, who the hell's Flux? Why the hell are you on Flux? You all of a sudden become the person that made the decision. You all of a sudden become the scapegoat. And that's where corporations will be scared to make the change. So somebody's going to have to be the bold one to take that first leap and make that happen. But that's going to be the sale, the struggle with the sale of making that happen.
Well,
so I don't think
go zero to hero.
The first time they do it, the first one that happens is not going to be like some sort of hard cutover. It's going to be like Flux will be the backup, and they will test the backup for a long, long period of time. For all we know, there may be corporations that are already testing it for a long, long period of time, but because it's not technically live as where, when somebody goes on the internet and pulls up that URL, you're not going to Flux, you're going to AWS. So I'm just saying that that may be more like where they may test changes to their website or things like that. And then as they gain more and more trust with it, then that'll be when we finally get somebody to switch over to it. The other comment I was going to make also was, we're talking about all these things that they're changing right now. Things have to be Dockerized, but they're also developing Kubernetes as well, another way to deploy websites. So, yeah, I'm not a cloud expert at all. I just know that there's a few different technologies that people use to deploy their technology. So, but for them to get Kubernetes, that'll be another huge feather in their cap as well.
I just, you can go from hero to zero real quick with any decision that you make in business. It just doesn't have to be this. Obviously, there's going to have to take there's going to be some people who are going to take the risk and move forward. You know what I mean? Network Bits is like, hey, ICP sucks. They're terrible. They're not doing anything, whatever. Okay. But what's that tell you then? And they're at $5. Like, you know what I'm saying? So somebody said Threshold or Threehold or something was a better competitor. I don't know. I'm trying to see who said that in the chat. I want to look them up. Is it Threehold or Threshold? I think they said Threehold. Who was it that said that? I like to know. Threefold. Sorry, Threefold. Okay, so Retro Mike said Threefold. I want to see, are they on Coin Market Cap? I want to see what's up with this.
While you're looking for that, Crypto
Yeah, go
Mining
ahead.
Insider made a good point. He said, especially companies holding sensitive data, they don't want little Timmy home holding that data.
So Threefold TFT. Let's see here. Let's go to their website. Maybe I'll share let me see if I can share this screen. Hold on, Max. Gotta figure this out. Trying to adapt to this as fast as possible. There we go. Okay. So a co-owned global sovereign internet. Now they're saying that this is a better competitor. So let's see, 39 billion capacity, 2,700 nodes, 61 countries, 65,760 cores. The layer 0 for a decentralized world, anything that runs on Linux can run on Threefold. With more security, more sustainability, and its true decentralization, the Threefold grid can support workloads from the blockchain to Web 2 to Web 3 to IoT and Metaverse and more. Oh, DJ, there you go. There's your Metaverse never leaving the house.
This looks like a poo-poo version of the website you guys just made.
But really?
Yeah, look how crappy this looks.
You
But,
think
like,
it looks crappy? I mean, it's it's bland. It's bland.
This
It's
is
bland.
where, yeah, no.
It's bland. It is bland. A lot of too
You
much.
guys made a better website in a week.
That took a lot. That took all
Yeah.
three of us like all day.
That was
This is the
a lot.
competition? Oh, I don't know.
So this is Flux's competition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the competition, really? You guys did better in a week.
Yeah, I mean,
First website ever. Yeah, I don't know.
so the team spread across the world is storage and cloud automation technology since the 90s with strong vision for the future. Blah blah blah. These are just the same words everybody uses. Planet first, people first, together with our community partners, taking action and making product choices. Let's see if they have. Where's their white? They have a white paper. Our form, build, farm, main chat. They have a. I don't see anything at the top. What is this? Okay, I agree. No problem. Oh, here we go. Okay.
You don't even know who these people are, what you agreed to.
Cookies.
Well,
Okay, it's all right.
whoa.
I'm on the max. I'm on the general voltage security plan. I got
like
mine.
DJ's just like, hey, I'm not agreeing to
I don't trust anybody
I
after
don't
being
trust
hacked.
nobody no more.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, this project. It's not.
Nope.
I'm just trying to see like. I mean, this is their competitor. It's always good to know, like, what's going on. I'm sure they're very much aware of who their competitors
Well,
are.
how about this? We've been talking a lot about Flux and everything like that. So what other coins is everybody bullish in? Like, is there other coins you guys are holding that you guys are, really thinking that in the next bull run that they're gonna go up like a whole lot? You know what I mean? Like, what about DJ? I'm interested to see what DJ says.
Still, it's very much AI for me. I think the last bull run was Metaverse. Metaverse was so hot. I mean, anything with
Right.
the word Metaverse, whether it was good or not, sandbox, anything. Also, crypto is pretty hot. I think this next one, AI, right? So, what's the one you introduced me to?
Render.
Render, right? I don't know if Render's good. I'm just saying it says AI. They have a good claim. Is it legit or
Right.
not? No idea. But I think AI, that's what I've been looking at. I haven't found anything besides that. But I think anything with the title AI, oh, forget about it, man. It's just going to go to the moon. I really think so. So I've been looking more past that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no like white paper or anything on this. I don't know. I don't see anything like.
Well, they have pictures of their crew, which is I'm
Hey, this is copyright. Just kidding.
I'm gonna say that's a lot more than most projects. You know what I mean? Like,
This is
Storage, compute.
okay,
I mean, this is
so-
their. I mean, hey, whatever. I mean, I don't think this will be.
yeah.
I mean, you look at.
So DJ says
Yeah.
that AI is going to be the next thing and render
Oh.
and stuff like that. What about you, Hawk? What about the
Well,
Hawk
here-
Crypto Mining Financial Services?
Well, hold on. This is what we had this meeting in Indiana, right? We were talking to this investor. Now we're talking to him about what we're doing, about our company, about Terra and stuff like that. And he looks at me, and he goes, "So crypto, right?" And as none of my, and this guy runs billionaire. He's a he's got a huge $1 billion hedge fund that he operates. And he's like, yeah, my friends don't want to deal with crypto, but we love blockchain and AI. I'm like,
telling you.
and I sat there. He's like, well, how can he asked us the question. He's like, how can your company help with AI in the future? Because we think AI is just like the hot topic word right now in Wall Street. I said, well, we can support the infrastructure that would process AI applications. Absolutely. Well, that's what you guys need to do. Yep. They're AI processing? I don't know. I was just sitting there going like, but I'm just telling you that, you know, and King, I'm touching on this from earlier. You said that the minute you mentioned crypto, everybody, you know, but
right.
And he says, yeah, we're interested in blockchain. I think we have a serious education issue. I'm not even going to tell you what coin. I'm not going to tell you what coin I think is bullish because I don't know. I really don't know. I got a shit ton of Flux. I'm hoping it's going to be a retirement account one day. I'm holding a lot of Caspa. I like Caspa. I have some money in Bitcoin. I think once we get people more educated, I think all these projects, the real projects, are going to come out. We're going to see what's really going to be profitable. Because the minute you say crypto, man, and like he mentioned FTX at this meeting, he's like, oh, crypto, you know, FTX. I don't know. I'm like, dude, nothing we do it has to do with that. Like nothing we do.
Well, right, but that just comes back to being uneducated, right, and not really understanding it. You know what I mean? Which it's gonna take time, but the bad part is with crypto is usually when a headline makes it, you know what I mean, to the news, right? It's typically not a good thing. You know what I mean? Like,
speaking of headlines, did everybody see what Montana just did?
No, we're not showing. We're showing like the big gray screen
sorry.
right now. You're good. Go ahead, Montana.
I didn't know he switched back.
Sorry, Max. Montana just passed a bill to protect crypto miners. This is actually pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
They actually are all about crypto mining. They felt, I was reading a little bit on it, and they felt that crypto mining companies and miners are treated unfairly by some different like blue states, I guess. So they're like welcoming it into their state. Like, yeah, just come over here. Like, we passed the bill to protect you. No one can make it illegal. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, you guys didn't see this? Did you guys see the article at all?
no.
Somebody might have mentioned it. Maybe it was you or some tech. Somebody. I've heard something.
I'll have to go look at that, and maybe other states start passing it really soon. But
it seems to be a topic now because we're moving into that. Like, there's a lot of hobbyist miners to sell crypto mining. The bill is legit. Was focused on home crypto miners. Like, that's pretty cool. We're gonna start seeing this because I don't care what anybody says. Crypto is political now. Get over it. It's political. It's not going to go back.
Do I need to disappear?
No, I'm not going to get political. Okay. I'm just saying that it's starting to get really political, and it's going to play into everything. If you are imagining a world where crypto and politics do not meet, you're smoking crack. Okay, because it's together, and there's nothing we can do about it. So now we have to, look at it from this perspective.
I'll just give you my ballot, and I'll let you make my decisions.
I'll say one thing,
right?
And that is everything financial is political. Period.
Right.
So it's not just that crypto is; it's everything financial.
Well, it's definitely political.
All of the major issues that are argued about on end are all related to who makes money.
Right, I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
And don't think for one second that these greedy politicians don't have their hands dipped in crypto right now, because it's a completely unregulated industry, and they're going to be racking it in right now.
But they're going to have a young person doing it for them because they have no idea how to do it, and then there's going to be other old dinosaurs, right, that are just going to stay away from it altogether, right? Like, when I go to my dad's community and like some of his neighbors ask me about that, so you print fake money? I'm like, what? Where did you get this information? I'm like, that's what they think though. So that's like the older generation, like, I'm going to say even some people, I'm sorry to say this, Max, I don't mean to offend you, but people even in your age range, they are like that because of lack of education and understanding. Okay. So I would say in Max's, I would say maybe late 40s, right? That's going to be hard because people, like, you know, when I used to work at the galvanizing plant and they brought computers to the galvanizing plant, they used to hand write the list, the production list every day of what needs to be done. And when they brought computers in, dude, they were like, no, F this, dude. I ain't trusting that piece of crap. I'm gonna hand write this. I've been doing this for 25 years. I'm not writing a damn, you know what I mean?
It was the same thing at the restaurant. It was the same thing. The minute we brought computers in, my grandmother's throwing holy water on it because she thinks it's the devil. And it's gonna steal our business.
I'm just telling you, man.
That's a generational thing. That happened with the horse and buggy to vehicles. That happened with the internet. Oh my God, dude, Max. I don't know. I saw this. I wasn't alive then, but I saw this in history when the newspaper articles used to come out all the time about how the internet was just a fad. It would go away and people wouldn't like it. Do you remember seeing stuff like that back in like the?
I wasn't reading 90s? That, but yeah, I've looked at history and know that is in fact, you know, correct.
Yes,
people were like, there was a guy in like 1988, 1987 who famously got into a debate with somebody who basically said, oh, this is just a fad. This isn't going to be anything. And the other guy's like, no, this has the ability to go so much further. We've only scratched the surface. And he went in and basically predicted what was going to happen for like the next 10 to 15 years of the internet. And the other guy's like, yeah, you're smoking crack. You're smoking weed. I mean, no, there's no way that's going to happen. And of course it did.
There's actually, and speaking on the what's going on in Congress, there's actually senators right now that are trying to pass an anti-CBDC bill. We want to support this, right? We don't want a CBDC. We really don't, for tons of reasons aside from control, which that's what they want it for. They're trying to make CBDCs. They're trying to show everybody how it's going to infringe on the freedoms. Which, honestly, guys, personally speaking, I don't think the CBDC will ever make it into mainstream. The Supreme Court would shut it down immediately. Our Constitution actually protects us a lot. So people underestimate the Constitution, Supreme Court at times, in my opinion. Supreme Court would shut down a CBDC at all. The minute that they say that they can program the money and people can't do what they want with it freely, it's going to infringe on our rights, and a good Supreme Court will knock it down.
Are you ready to boo me?
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
No,
listen, if I have to stay home and I can do anything I want in the metaverse, and I got to put this thing on, I don't want to hear. I want to
hold on. I gotta actually go back. Fully Electric just said it's funny, but I actually watched that show when it was originally aired. I'm guessing he's saying the thing about the internet.
Oh wow.
Anyway, that's funny. Oh, I'm glad that somebody else was as old as I am.
Jeez.
All
right, get ready to boo me.
Okay.
Listen, I've thought about CBDC. And as someone who has 20,000 doll hairs, not dollars, right here, that has nothing to do with it. Listen, it is so difficult to use my bank account to buy crypto. It is unbelievably difficult. And if I want to buy something that's a few $1,000s, I literally can't. I can't do it through Zelle. I can't do it through, I don't know, a Cash App is limited to like 2,000 or 3,000. If I could use those CBDCs for my account and send a little bit more, upwards of 4 or 5, maybe 10,000 if they allowed it, I would actually be in favor of that use case, because it is unbelievably difficult to send Charlie $6,000 because Coinbase made me wait 7 days. 7 days. So if I could have a CBDC and I could send him straight from my bank account to Charlie in China, he receives it just like he does USDC.
Hold on.
That's little PP energy. Okay.
Why don't you just wire him the money?
No, because
the bank was closed on the weekend too. You know what I mean?
But
USDC in theory wouldn't be. It wouldn't be in theory, right? Like on a Saturday, I could just send it to him.
If you think a CBDC, is going to make your life easier, that's completely wrong in my opinion. Respectively, they are going. If they get their way, and good people don't stand up and say something about it and contest it. Like the majority of middle-class Americans that go into these, they go speak to their Congresses, they write letters, they force their elected officials to do things. Not all the time, but a CBDC, bro, you won't be able to do shit. They can program it so you can't purchase stuff.
Well, I think that the bad part about it is they're going to see everything you're doing with it, right?
Yeah, and then good luck trying to evade. Good luck trying not to evade. I shouldn't say it. Good luck trying to like, you know,
Somebody grab that, snip that.
Yeah, Hawk is implying tax evasion right now.
So what would you do in my situation? I'm going to reenact it one more time for you, right?
I know
All
what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
What would you do? It's Saturday.
Coinbase.
The banks are closed. I can't get crypto because I got hacked, which is actually factual.
Who's your bank?
Langley, and I also have Navy Fed.
Okay.
But they're closed.
Right. I have Chase. Chase, even on when they're open, anything crypto that goes into the description, Chase will not process it. I've tried to buy crypto.com. I tried to buy things. No, not a problem with money. They won't process the transaction. So I understand the frustration. You can't do things, right? But there's ways around it. Coinbase only recently did that hold because of the market. Because people were liquidating and Coinbase is going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, so they had to pump the brakes on everybody. It was not like that prior to this. Coinbase was a couple days, and I remember it because I used to mine all my Ethereum to Coinbase before I switched to crypto.com and got the card. So
you're telling me what you wouldn't do. I want to know what would you do in my situation to fix it.
I would just plan accordingly. Wait the 7. It's only a week. Like you can't.
No.
You know what? I'm planning accordingly. Put some money in there already. That's already ready to go. I mean,
No.
it's not, until it's regulated. It's not going to be easy.
It's 2023. These kids are not going to wait. If I'm feeling like I can't wait, these Timmies out here that are on Roblox right now, when they grow up, they're not trying to hear I got to wait 7 days, man.
CBDCs won't make it.
No,
I believe. Well, I don't think it's going to make it. I don't think CBDCs will ever make it into. They'll talk about it. They'll develop it. They'll try it. It's going to get shot down almost immediately. And then it's gonna have to go to the states for ratification. Some states will accept it. Some states won't accept it. It's gonna be a jurisdictional nightmare. Like they're not going to get rid of the dollar. There's too much money in circulation. It'll take 50, 60 years to start eating money away. It's not going to happen.
And I'm sorry, I know you want to talk, King. Just because he's capping right now. Let me put another
I ain't
cap
capping
on.
shit.
This guy's capping, man. You don't
CBDCs are bullshit. You can't support
I'm not
CBDCs.
saying they're not. I don't support them. I'm just saying there are some use cases. Now listen, hear me out. I'm just saying there's some use cases. If I have money in my whatever, what's a bank? It doesn't matter. Chase. If I have money in my Chase bank, what is the difference between if I have it on the website or if I just have it in a token that represents the exact same value? And if I use that token, it just comes out of my bank account. What is the difference? It's no different than me having a credit card and just swiping it at the store. Wouldn't it be the exact same thing, except for, in theory, on like a blockchain? So I could just use it quicker and move it across the whole planet real quick.
You don't need a CBDC to do that.
The government is going to control you, DJ, and watch your every move.
They already control everything.
No, they don't. First of all, number one, that's an illusion.
CoinEx,
they don't control
they're closing
everything.
down. What is left for US people to use without KYC? Like,
They're
honestly.
not. Well, I mean, anybody can put a bullshit name in a KYC and
What
create
is-
an email.
what is left?
That means nothing. It means nothing.
Sounds
means
like
nothing.
fraud to me, Hawk.
It's nothing.
Sounds like
you mean?
tax
I'm just
evasion.
saying. No, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. First of all, for the record, I do pay my taxes. Number one, everybody tries to save on taxes. And if you hold on, back up. Everybody tries to avoid paying taxes. And if you're gonna sit here and tell me that nobody sits there with their accountant and tries to figure out how they don't have to pay tax, you're full of shit. I don't want to hear it. Number one. Number two, okay. A pool like F2 pool or something like this that requires KYC. You mean to tell me everybody's being completely honest?
I have the mass integrity, especially when we were live streaming. I have nothing but integrity. I
have
make
nothing
sure
but truth.
to
And I'm
file
just telling you-
everything.
I'm telling you, everybody.
Two caps now. He's capping.
You're capping right now, Hawk.
Man, what's
Wait,
up,
hang on
man?
a second. CryptoPerks had a great point. What do you guys think about it? CBDC equals mass adoption for crypto.
I don't think it's going to be that way. I don't think it's going to be. With a CBDC comes control and heavy regulation of the crypto
Mighty
industry.
King, would you like to say something since Hawk did not raise his hand?
Yeah. All right. So hold on. I know that there's another coin, another country. I believe it's been a while since I did my research, right? But it's China, right? They have their own token, right? I'm pretty sure they do. And all other cryptos banned besides, I think, Conflux, right? Is that the other one that operates in there? There's only a couple coins that have the approval of the government to operate in there. The problem is if they make this coin how do you know that they're not just going to exile all the other ones and say you can only use this one and that's
Right.
it?
That's what I'm saying. It's going to lead into further problems.
will.
Hobbyist Miner just said
Regulation,
CBDC,
it's going to be awful.
the hammer will come down. Our industries will be demolished, and then mining will be attacked, and that'll come with that as well. CBDCs are not decentralized crypto. The Hobbyist Miner. Oh my God, Hot Crypto, tell them I'm trying.
It's not supposed to be decentralized. That's the whole point, though. Like I said, I could literally. I'm not for it. I'm not for it. I'm not for it. However, I would be totally for it in certain situations of where I would represent the exact dollar amount in my bank account.
You don't. Well, listen. Let me tell you something. Number one, money's already digital. When you deposit money into an account, okay, and you ACH to other places, that's a digital form of the dollar that gets sent there. So we already have these systems in place. What's the global transfer system? SWIFT? Is that what it's called? Yeah. This is the first like iteration of a, they're going to use that platform. They're going to incorporate blockchain. They're going to put a CBDC. That's what they want to do. We don't want a CBDC. You write your congressman, write everybody. I don't care what political spectrum you're on. You don't want it. It's control. And the case with XRP is going to determine a lot with that moving forward. We gotta speak up about this stuff.
Here's another point. You remember a while ago they were trying to pass a bill, I think in the IRS, right, to track stuff that was in your bank account of like $500. This could totally streamline that.
So yes, you're right. It was the $600 transaction thing, and that never happened.
No,
Thank
right.
God.
But, no, right. But this could streamline it, though, right? Because it'd all be tracked on the blockchain.
I'm not buying I can't say the word. Well, he said crack earlier. I'm not buying crack. I don't care if they know that I'm buying a case.
Listen, the old way of doing things. Look, cash is king. Okay, and what's gonna transfer from that is gonna be decentralized crypto is king, because we are gonna move into a digital form of. It's just what's gonna happen in the future. Cash will eventually disappear, and that's what will happen.
Meow Coin will rule all.
Cash was your first. When you hold cash in your house or whatever you do, that's your first. That's your decentralized crypto. That's your decentralized money. Nobody can control that money because it's there. A CBDC is like, you're holding your $100 bill, and then here's the government coming right here going, nope, you can't, you have to go this way. No, you got to go this way. That's a CBDC. We don't want that. I don't care if it makes it easier for you to buy an L7 from Charlie in Hong Kong. It's stupid.
K7.
We don't want it. K7, whatever. It doesn't matter.
On it, right?
It don't matter. We don't want a CBD goddamn C. We don't want it.
I don't even care if they know what I'm buying. I don't know what some people do in chat. Some people are probably criminals, and that's totally fine. Do your thing. Dude, I don't give a crap. You know what I bought? You know what they're going to see? They're going to see that I bought a bunch of markers this week. Okay? You're going to see I bought this whiteboard. I don't care, bro. You can come
then guess what? Then on your phone and stuff like that, they're going to start sending you messages of advertisements of markers and
they already
whiteboards.
Do. They already do. Like, who cares? Like, what are they going to do? I don't know. I don't care. I'm not for it, but it's not that serious. It's not gonna change anybody's life.
Anybody notice that when you go to a website and then all of a sudden you go to play your favorite game that has ads in it, and all of a sudden what you just looked for is in the ads of the game you are playing?
You can turn that off.
I'm sure you can. My point is
that's
that,
analytics.
yes, they're already looking at it unless you turn it off.
That industry, the analytics industry and marketing, is just blew up in 2016, 2017, and that's why we have a lot of that. Hey man, we're talking about this. Now I'm gonna see a tax company show up on my Facebook page. Like that's just that's just the end. You can turn that stuff off. So I don't know.
What was your poll? How were the results?
Oh, that's it.
he did.
A lot of people are happy. A lot of people are
happy with your rant, huh?
3/4 of the people.
The majority of people will agree that CBDCs are bad, man. They already have a control. Like, and I get it. Here, listen. Let me give you both sides. Some people are just stupid. And some people
I don't think that's very politically. I don't think that's very politically correct.
Between being stupid and being willfully ignorant.
Okay, willfully ignorant. We're going to use willfully ignorant. And a lot of people need direction. Okay, but we have to understand that CBDCs are going to infringe on our God-given rights and our constitutional freedoms to do what we want with our money. We see what's going on in China. That's why China's economy is about to collapse. Okay, they're on the verge of collapse. Okay, because the government has too much control in what they do. That's what it really boils down to at the end of it. They have too much control in what they do. Okay, and that's the test. That's the test. We saw it. They spent ridiculous amounts of money. They can, bro, with the CBDC, who says that you can't change the value of it? Who says that you can't purposely tank an economy to get more control over your people? Which
Like,
we see
print
that now.
more money.
Well, hang on a second. How
We
is
see
that
that
any
now.
different?
It's not, but it's just more control. Max, it's more control. Listen,
I would say
Though, whether they have CBDC or they have the US dollar, it doesn't
think
change the
we
control they
don't
have.
need to give them more.
yes.
Why should we give them more?
What is the difference? Go ahead,
I
King.
think
I've been talking.
I think
Go
it
ahead.
would make it easier for them to do that, right? Because think about it this way: if it's all on the blockchain, they just put in a couple commands and there you go, right? It's so much easier and faster
Right.
for them to change things.
Blockchain forces
It's not
everybody
just a
to be.
fingertip right there.
My
okay,
turn now, Hawk.
No
After
government.
King. After King.
No
I'm just saying it
government.
forces
After
everybody to
King.
be truthful. Blockchain forces everybody to be truthful. At least Bitcoin does. Okay, you can't hide a transaction if you know your wallet address, and you have to transfer another one. You'd have to go through covering your tails a little bit. You know what I mean? So they of course they want to embrace that kind of technology, but meaning we as a community, like the people that are going, like people like Charles Hodgkinson and people that are going to Congress and they're talking to these people, these politicians need to make it easier, need to make it to say that, listen, this ain't gonna fly. This is not what was designed to do, and we have to push them away from it. Thank God there are some people in government right now that are against it, and they know a CBDC will completely, nobody. First of all, it's gonna completely start. It's gonna start problems in the middle class, the working class people. They're not. Half of them don't even know what it is. Okay, number one. Bless you, King.
Thank you.
Fed now is the start of it. Which, don't get me wrong, like it's a pain in the ass to pay things with the government. So Fed now is probably not a bad idea, right? Moving forward, but stop there. Don't start creating. Oh, well, just put it in our token and pay the bill. Like, no.
All right.
No. We don't need that. We don't need. We don't. First of all, we ain't ready for that. Number one, we don't need that.
All right.
So
All
hang on a second.
Go ahead, Max. Go ahead.
So here's the thing. There are a lot of assumptions being made because there's a lot of things being proposed. So could CBDC have an expiration date? Yes, it could. That's a bad thing. I think we can all agree that that's a bad thing. Should not have an expiration date. But there are some advantages if you give business expiration dates on money that you give them as an incentive. In other words, think about what happened when we gave businesses all of this money. Okay. What did they do with it? They decided they were going to do stock buybacks, or they were going to provide bonuses to all their employees. They did not put it back into their business like the government had intended them to do. So is CBDC the answer to that? I don't know. My point is that, I don't want a currency in my account that has an expiration date. And I think everybody can agree upon that. I'm just saying, as with many things, heck, think about it. The internet, there were a lot of naysayers when that came along, but look where we are. We can say we're a lot better off where we are now. My point is keep an open mind and steer the direction of the conversation so the bad things don't happen, but maybe there's some good things that come out of it.
Yeah. So
That's all I'm saying.
really valid points, Max. Definitely didn't think of a couple of those things. Listen, it's going to be, at least how I'm seeing it right now, they can already track everything you do in your bank account. We're not talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum stuff. That stuff's still going to be the same. You're going to mine that from your GPU or your ASIC. It's going to go still to the crypto, completely separated. I'm talking about the things in your bank account that they already know what you're doing. You're not giving up any more or less freedom. It's literally the same thing. What I think some people might be assuming here, we don't know, but they're assuming that they're going to replace crypto plus everything in your life, not allow you to use cash and only use this. We don't know that. We really don't know
That infringes on the freedoms written in the Constitution. You can't do that.
What is the
can't do
difference
that.
between your bank account and using a credit card or replacing the credit card instead of a crypto? it doesn't take away or add. It's literally the same thing, except for now it just adds on so you can send it across the world. I'm not understanding.
I can spend whatever I want with the credit card. That's the difference.
Why wouldn't you be able to spend whatever you
me,
want?
They can turn me off at any time.
Why wouldn't you be able to do what you want with the other one?
You don't, but DJ, giving the government control of your money, which they already kind of have to a certain extent. If they have 60% of the control of our money now, they will have 99% of the control of our money now. That means that
before you go any further, who has control or who will have control? Who has control of the government?
Well, we do. The people
yeah,
should
the
have
people
control.
with money. Control
okay,
of government.
yeah. We don't have no control. Get out of
We
here.
don't have the control. The people with the money have the control. They're the ones who buy the people into office.
People with money should.
So my point is that
CBDC.
what this is about is they want the people with money feel like they don't have control, and they want control. So that part of it I understand. In case you guys don't realize it, I'm playing devil's advocate all the way.
Oh,
here.
of course.
Okay. Now I'm bringing up my points of why I'm against it, and that's why. Because it's not about the government having control. It's about the people with money having control. That's the problem. The people with money are the ones that control our government right now. It has been that way, and it's been increasingly getting worse and worse and worse over the last 10 to 20 years.
Right, but I agree. More people, though, this has been like, all right, I'm going to get a little philosophical. This has been like a huge...
Is this a political debate here? I mean,
no. I'm just being honest.
I thought we were minors.
Crypto.
It's a debate about CBDC, which is related to crypto.
Crypto. This generation of people are starting to really like wake up to things. I think they're really starting to try to get it. Like with a lot of the political arguments in the country, people are starting to like really dig into things because now we're starting to see things how they may affect our everyday lives, right? You can't sit here and go and say, oh, well, nobody wants to deal with crypto and nobody wants to deal with this. And the majority of working class Americans don't own cryptocurrency. You're going to drop a CBDC on them. They're going to, the first thing they're going to think is, well, so my cash is not good anymore? Like, it's going to be a train wreck. A CBDC will be a train wreck for our economy. We're going to see tons of money from corporations, from all kinds of people, big dollar, people companies, that employ thousands of people are going to leave the country, like because of the way our financial system works. If we want to really change things, it's not even at the CBDC level. The people have to get up and start talking, okay? Because people haven't really spoken up in a long time. Everybody's too distracted with what's going on. Oh, voting doesn't matter, and they don't care, and Kim Kardashian's sunglasses make her look like a bug. Nobody gives a shit anymore. Nobody gives a shit. We need to start giving a shit because my kid, okay, DJ's kids, King's kids will be the ones that suffer if we don't do it now. That happened. That was true in the generation in World War II. That was true in the generation in the 70s. It's true to the Max's generation, obviously, and it's true in our generation. We need to stop all this bullshit. Seriously, we have to really. We can't just go and say. You can't just go and say, oh, CBDCs make it easier for me to purchase something that's overseas. You can't say this to people, especially, and I'm just speaking generally, DJ. Please understand, I'm not attacking.
No, you're good, man.
You can't say this to people because there are people who will look at other people and go, oh, well, that's what everybody's doing now. Yeah, sure, I'll vote for a CBDC. No, we need to stay on the topic. And we need to do what's best for the common good of people. A CBDC will only trickle into more and more problems that we already are combating in this country as people. Our country leads the world when it comes to examples, okay? And just to touch on the CBDC thing, 9 times out of 10, we always do the opposite of what China does. So if China's got a CBDC, 9 times out of 10, it probably won't pass here in the States because we always stay opposite of what our enemies do. Our trading enemies, I guess. I don't know, whatever they are. So we need to focus on, we see what happened in Europe, okay? Like Europe is a disaster. Is anybody paying attention what's going on over there? Europe's a disaster. Other countries are threatening exits. Like the union was a failure. We know it's a failure. Like this whole thing is, everybody's got to speak up and stop worrying about bullshit. All right. And this falls into crypto. This falls into your everyday life. This falls into everything. You got to stop worrying about bullshit. Voting, it works. If you don't think voting works, cool. That's why they got you, and that's why they have control. That's why they have control. They want you to think that nothing works. They want you to think that your voice isn't heard. Man, you know what the beautiful thing is? When people go and they speak, when they go to their congressman and they speak, go look at these videos. Go watch these people do what they do, and things will change. The laws are, people, things will stay the same until people come together. I'm not saying you got to rise up or do anything stupid. All I'm saying is you got to come together and you got to speak about it. You got to make things known. And we have a few people, thank God, in our community that are going there. I mean, really high up people that are going there, and they're going to Congress and they're speaking and they're educating these people, because the majority, the worst things in the world were done with the best intentions. I think we could all kind of agree on that. Okay. It all starts with the best intentions. The writing's on the wall. This is the most educated generation in human history. Okay, this is where we have to make our stand here. And CBDC should be the first thing. In this community, we should all be against it.
This is what's going to happen, right? This is what's
You're
going to
gonna
happen.
send your Tesla robot to work.
Hold on, my turn now. Come on, somebody else got to talk. This the Hawk show.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Hey, just mute him, Max.
This is going to happen, right? You're going to get an update on your phone. It's going to be like, hey, you have another option. You can still use your cash, your credit card, or you can use CBD. People are going to go, I'm good. That's it.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen, dude. I think this dramatic thing of, not just you, but like so many people in chat, man, they're taking our freedoms and stuff. It's not even a big deal, dude. Some people are going to use it. Most people probably aren't going to use it. It's going to be a choice.
It's not a big deal.
I really don't think it's going to really affect your life for a while.
Okay, let's take the example. Is Amazon a great company?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good company.
Oh, yeah.
Have a lot of problems. They
don't
don't
pay
treat their
$1
employees
in
that
tax.
great. There's a lot
They pay
of
$1 in
issues.
tax.
And there's a lot of people that say you shouldn't be buying stuff from Amazon. But why do we? Because it's
Convenience.
convenient.
Yeah.
Convenience is king. So if CBDC becomes more convenient than dollars, there will be a gradual changeover to CBDC until they go, we don't need to print money anymore. When they have 60 to 70% of the country just on the CBDC bandwagon, over time, this isn't going to happen in like even 10 years. It'll happen over like 30 to 40 years. Eventually, the regular dollar will go away.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the danger.
It's inevitable, right? Like we used to have gold coins, silver coins, started going to paper dollars, started going to credit cards more. I mean, books are gone now. Magazines are gone. I mean, this just happens over time. Technology is going to take it. We're not always going to walk around with these dollars. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think it'll be too bad. Just the next evolution. Maybe not. See, I'm not for it, for the record, but I don't think that people are just going to constantly always try to have paper in their pocket forever and coins in their car.
The danger of it is the fact that, again, think of it this way. I always go back to when Obamacare was written. Obamacare wasn't a bad idea in and of itself. They had some problems they wanted to solve. The problem is that when you get down to the nitty-gritty details of that, the corporations, the insurance companies, the hospitals, everybody profited from it because the government backed it. They basically subsidized any losses. There was no risk in the first year of Obamacare for any insurance companies. None. They were going to subsidize all the losses. Then as time went on, the subsidization of those losses decreased. But the bottom line is that they were there writing the law. The companies were there writing the law with Congress people to, that they had gotten into office so that it would benefit them. All new laws are written that way. And so anything that's related to CBDC, banks, brokerages, they're all going to be lining up to get their 2 cents into that bill so it benefits them. It's going to be that big. That's the problem.
Panda asked a question, which I'm sure it was rhetorical, but I'm going to answer it. He said, who's going to be that guy that's going to go there and do it? People are busy with family and work and all the other shit and the stuff they got going on in their life. That's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. They keep you busy so you don't care. They make it hard so you don't care. you still got to say something. I'm not saying everybody's got to start this big thing and go protest and do all that other stuff. You don't have to do that. You can just the simple thing of just having a conversation and educating your neighbor or your friend that doesn't understand it. Like my Uncle Joe, God bless his heart. It took me 3 months to explain what Bitcoin was, but now he understands it. Now he likes it. He's all about it. He reads articles on it and he likes it. That's how you change everything. It's not about going over there and CBDCs. No, it's not about that. It's about going to people who don't understand it and making it right and talking to the right people. So
Ozzy brings up a good point. He says, "Can't people currently, or can't I can't say the G word. I'm not supposed to. Can't the powers that be already freeze your account?" And I know this is true.
Of course they can.
So I really don't think it's gonna be a big difference, man. Like people at my job, when they go AWOL, which is where you leave, for anybody in the chat that doesn't know, you leave duty. You're like, you know what? I'm not gonna work for the man anymore. They freeze all your accounts. People, when they go on the run from the police, freeze all their accounts. What's the difference? I don't get it. What is the difference? They can already do all these.
You can't freeze cash. You can't freeze crypto if it's free because they don't have your seed phrase. What do you mean? What's the difference? If I got $10,000 in cash with me, and I'm on the run, hypothetically speaking, freeze these nuts. What are you going to freeze?
Why would you not have cash, though? I don't get it. Nobody said anything about erasing cash. We're just talking about another.
I'm just trying to make a point. I'm trying to make a point.
Their points are, and just kind of like what Max said a little bit ago, was if you get like, I would say 60% of the people already using everything right, they're just going to force you to use it. And they're going to do away with everything.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
That's valid. If they go that direction, sure.
Well, there are places now that don't accept cash anymore. And I see them in businesses. Like, we accept cash. We take everything at the restaurant. I even take Bitcoin at the restaurant. Like, but there are places that will not accept cash anymore. It's already starting. Why? Because the government comes down on everyone for cash transactions. They want it reported. They want to see every single transaction. And that's okay. Like, you get audited. It's great. It's part of business. Just the way that it goes. Accepting cash today, they make it hard purposely to dissuade you because they can't make it illegal. It's written in this big long document called the Constitution. Okay, it's in this huge ass document. You know, most people are not even educated on the articles of the Constitution. Maybe everybody needs to go pick up a book and needs to read it, and then you'll understand, okay, why CBDC should never be allowed and probably will never come to fruition.
Hold on, maybe this would make great video content for you.
No, I don't think I should talk about it.
I can't get much on. You say it. I can't say it, man. I can't have a recording of me. Say it. Say what you just said. The C word.
CBDC.
No.
Constitution.
Listen, I think it's great. I love it. Respect it, of course, because But I mean, it was made so long ago, man. So long ago, and trying to use that in 2023, they didn't even have cars back then. I don't know. It's a rough one for me. They didn't even have motor vehicles, and we're supposed to. We'll talk about this later after this, because we're boring people with this subject. Come on, we can't do it forever.
I'm just saying. I mean, when nobody's gonna ever. I mean, DJ, we've talked for hours about things, and it's great. I love having debates with you because it's great. It's really good stuff. I just think that we gotta say something. Gotta say something. They
thought the Earth was flat back then. I just want to put that on.
They thought the Earth was flat.
And that's who we're gonna listen to for advice.
They still think the Earth is flat. There are morons. Shut up. There are morons. Okay, who walk around this planet and go, when you fly from this section to this section, it's always flat, and you can't do that. There are people walking on this Earth right now that think the Earth is flat. These are the people that get controlled by CBDCs. I'm done with this conversation.
All right, yeah, we should probably move on. It's been like an hour on this one.
Yeah, and I'm thinking we've been talking for about 2 hours. I think it's time to end the stream, play some games.
Yeah.
But I do want to thank everybody for coming. Appreciate you guys bearing with me at the beginning as I was getting things set up, especially Hawk, who whined and moaned about having to download Chrome of all things.
That sucked, man. That was a lot of work.
Whoa. You don't have Chrome, dude?
Yeah, shut up, DJ. You're like, what is that?
No, dude, seriously. Chrome? You don't use Chrome in 2023?
Hold on.
No?
Or a Chrome-based web browser like Edge can work, which comes with Windows. right?
Edge?
I use Firefox, which this isn't supported on Firefox. I don't like Chrome personally.
Brave is actually a
Brave is
extension
another
of-
Chrome
is another good.
is
Shut up, TJ.
amazing.
You asked me in the message, what the hell is
It
Chrome?
will eat your memory
I thought
alive.
you meant an extension on Chrome. People don't use Chrome in 2023.
It will eat your memory alive over time.
What?
Ask Max about his tabs.
This is lunacy.
Yeah, so you just shut it down and you restart it, and it says, "Do you want to restore your tabs?" And you restore your tabs. So what?
I'm not giving Chrome that kind of access to my hardware.
Oh, I love Chrome, man.
I like Brave. I've had no
Edge?
problems with it. And you earn crypto with Brave.
Edge, dude, do you use Bing over Google? Like,
No,
so
I
old.
use Maxit.
Bing.
Have you ever heard of it? It's a good.
Right?
I max everything.
Is that a thing?
Research.
Oh,
Use
Max.
free search.
oh,
I don't use
okay.
Google to search.
Yeah, pre-search.
Do
I'm not gonna
people
lie,
Decentralized
I
search
really
engine.
use
I use
Firefox?
Google.
Yeah, I use Firefox.
What percentage of people in the world use
Oh
that?
my God, Ask Jeeves. Remember Ask Jeeves?
I do. I
Yeah.
remember Ask Jeeves.
Kirk Solar with the throwback.
Firefox
Yeah,
is
there was-
2.92% of
Heck yeah.
users.
Hey,
That's
he's
right.
just he's just in the upper echelon. That's
Yeah,
all
you're-
that's
Yeah.
saying.
Well, okay. I have I have a Linux laptop. All right. I mean, I don't do normal everyday.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not part of the normal, crowd here. I you say I can't do it, I'll do it. So
The
I
only
will
time-
tell you
Go ahead,
that
Max,
there's
go
a
ahead.
lot of companies that are looking at Chrome and they're like, we need to clamp down on people being able to use Chrome. So just saying. Anyway, in the business world, that is.
It's after
listen.
midnight. You need to come catch this whooping in StarCraft.
You don't want it, son. Actually, I'm just talking shit.
Come on. Don't make me
Yeah,
go
I
Super
want to
Saiyan.
watch a one-on-one between you two.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
can-
no, 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 you don't. No, you don't. You
Oh,
can
that's how we started on StarCraft. Remember, you were telling
Yeah,
me
I
how
was
you're gonna
talking
whoop my
shit.
butt.
I was
and
talking
like, oh, this is
shit.
gonna be fun.
I just wanted attention.
all right, DJ. If you can beat him with SCVs in a one-on-one, I'll send you 50 Flux.
All right,
Oh, that's
I
impossible.
have to highlight this one last
could try.
chat message because it was from my daughter, and it says, "Not gonna lie, downloading Chrome is a lot of work." So, all right,
See?
Family members, I will not use the cap on. So
okay.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Mine some 10 says he forgot to tell us Dynex got attacked today.
Oh, really?
Anybody
Oh.
who saw that?
Oh, nice.
You said night.
They got attacked.
That's what
It was.
I'm
It's
Was
an
it
inside
successful
job.
though? Was it
Don't shoot
successful?
the messenger. I'm just reading the chat.
Nice
Nice.
background, by
Alrighty.
the way, Hawk. It looks good.
And on
Like
that note,
that.
we could talk forever. We always do,
Yeah,
but
let's
2
go.
hours is kind of the
Misfit.
set limit.
Misfit.
But thank you
Discord.
all for being here. I do appreciate it, and we will see you next Saturday. Peace, everybody.
AI, baby.
No. Bad for you. Don't do
Taking
it.
over.
Nope.
Get ready.
Don't do it. Don't allow it. Don't allow it.
We're still live?